What's going on, guys? It's Keefe. In today's video, I'm answering a question I got from a viewer about how to meet new people, being somebody who's shy and introverted. And I guess the first thing that came to mind when I saw this question was, you're making it 100 times harder on yourself by calling yourself a shy introvert. You see, guys, the thing you got to understand about being a human is the most important thing to us is our own inner conformity. This is why most of our days are consistently the same things. And also, if you try this, seriously try this out. Try to feel better than you normally do. Like if you're normally kind of bland, like go through life in a little bit of like maybe a negative state, try really feeling positive. And most people say they want to feel positive, but like put this feeling into you. Feel joy, feel gratitude, all these things. Keep it in there. It'll feel good for a little bit, but watch the resistance in your body. Watch how your body tries to go back to that equilibrium state, because we want to be in our comfort zone. So if you've trained your comfort zone to be like joyful, have gratitude, or to be an extrovert versus a shy introvert, it'll become natural for you and easy, and it'll just work out for you. But if you're calling yourself a shy introvert, then your body and your mind are going to follow that program because they want to be in their comfort zone. So you're going to find that you just don't have the right opportunities to meet people, or there'll always be explanations, right? It's going to be, I didn't have the right opportunity, or I was busy then, or it just didn't feel like the right situation, or there's always an excuse why you can't go meet the person because you call yourself a shy introvert. So really all you need to do to fix this issue is just to change the program, and this is going to happen by stepping out of your comfort zone. Your body's running on this program. It sees itself as a shy introvert, so when it sees an opportunity to talk to somebody, first of all, you're not seeing the opportunities that are right in front of you, and then when you do see an opportunity, you're making an excuse for why it doesn't work out, okay? Because there's tons of people. We live in a social environment. There's always opportunities to meet people. So what you need to do is, the first thing you need to do is to start asking yourself what it feels like to be like an outgoing, extroverted kind of person, as I assume that's what you're trying to do when you're meeting people. So ask yourself how that feels, and then start to feel that. Perhaps it's the feeling of like connection with somebody, or just actually feeling good with around people, or maybe you feel confident talking to people. You feel like a social person. And then ask yourself, what do these kind of people do? What actions do they take? Because when you take the actions that are outside of your comfort zone, you'll rewire your paradigm, and you'll start to see yourself as the person who's taking these actions. This is why, like, for somebody like me who's worked out for a long time, it's very hard for me to not go to the gym versus somebody who doesn't work out, can't seem to get themselves to the gym. It's because I've trained this into my paradigm. My program that my body is running on is we go to the gym and we work out every single day. And so that's in my body. I don't have to think about it. It's just completely natural. And so sometimes when people tell me they have a hard time going to the gym, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, this is so easy. You just go to the gym. But then I have to remember they don't have the program trained. And so this is why, like, when I took my friend Jake to the gym, I got him training. I made sure he went with me every single day for like 3 weeks. And now he just goes on his own. He doesn't have to work out with me if he doesn't want to, because he's trained it into himself to work out. And so you got to do the same thing with this program. You're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone and do something that feels unnatural. But the best way to do this is to start training yourself to feel that way, because if you can train yourself to feel like the outgoing person, it's going to be more natural. When you start to act like it, you'll accelerate the process. So after you've done this, after you've really thought about the actions, like for instance, maybe the actions that this outgoing person takes along with the feelings, right? Like you're going to be feeling outgoing, feeling confident. The next thing you're going to do, now that you've discovered the actions, perhaps the actions this person's going to take is things like, they see somebody, they make eye contact with them and smile, right? That's like a pretty easy one to do. Or perhaps you just see something you can pay a compliment to the cashier on in the grocery store, stuff like that. Little things to start off with. Now, once you've done all these things, it's just time to put them into implementation and to start taking action on them and getting out of your comfort zone. There's no way around it, guys, that the actions are going to be kind of uncomfortable at first. If you're not comfortable talking to people, then obviously it's going to be a little weird when you first do it, and you're just going to have to do it, get over it. But trust me, it won't take long before it starts to become natural to you. This was something I had to figure out doing sales calls. I still don't like doing sales calls, but I had to train myself to be comfortable doing them and basically at least numb myself out to the idea of doing them. But it just takes time. It's the same thing with like girls, it's talking to girls. It's the same way with like posting YouTube videos was unnatural for me at first. Now it's a pretty natural thing for me to do. And like I already mentioned, working out. out. It's basically just about training the new program into you. Right now, you have a program running that says you are shy and introverted, but that can easily be broken if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone. And one last thing I'm going to add about this is that you're going to come up against a lot of fear, and it's going to be important for you to understand a specific thing. This I really figured this out recently, and it's extremely important that you understand this. This is for anything you're trying to accomplish in your life, but it does apply to this as well. Is something that you're like, perhaps you say you're shy, introverted, so you're uncomfortable talking to people. That's usually what goes along with it. Perhaps you're afraid to approach people, things like that. So you're living in a state of fear when it comes to being outgoing. So what happens is you've got this thing you want. You want to be good at talking to people. That's kind of your ideal, but you're afraid to do it. So what happens is if you allow the fear to continue to win, you're going to drop down into a state of apathy about it and you're going to give up. However, if you step out of your comfort zone, if you let the fear go, if you acknowledge that the fear is there, the fear of taking this action, stepping out of your comfort zone, if you acknowledge that it's there, you'll realize underneath it there's that desire to do the thing you want to do, and behind that there's that anger that you haven't done it yet. And what you'll do when you start to realize these feelings are underpinning this like thing you want to accomplish, you're going to start to realize that you have a choice to make. You can continue to be frustrated with yourself and be the victim of your situation, or you can have the courage to take action, step out of your fear. What happens if you don't have the courage and you continue to fail and let fear win is you're going to drop into that state of apathy. So ultimately what you're doing here, by not taking action, you are taking an action, and that action is dropping you into apathy. It's dropping you further and further away from what you want to be. So keep that in mind next time you see an opportunity to talk to somebody when you want to step out of your comfort zone and you choose not to do it. Keep in mind, if I don't do this, I'm just going to fall further and further into apathy, and it's going to get harder and harder for me to make this change. Now guys, if you like this video, I want you to give me a thumbs up so I can reach more guys through the algorithm. Hit the bell icon and subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.